Dirty office.
Yeah, it was, in all fairness. I thought we started okay the first 5-6 minutes. We put the pressure on, but obviously they caught us with a counter-attack and a slight mistake, but you can't really blame Harry. He's been superb the games he's played. It's just one of them things. We all do it in our career, but we never really recovered from that, and it's disappointing. The lads are just baffled by it, really. We just want next Saturday to come as soon as possible now, but yeah, it's disappointing. You don't like losing games, and especially at home as well, and a game that we felt we should have got some points from. So all lads are disappointed, and we're going to have a look at that in the next week.
And you're part of a defence that was excellent last Saturday at Aldershot. Same defence, and you're not going to be disappointed you're not going to be pleased as a defence with the goals you conceded.
No, of course. I mean, yeah, it was basically 3 counter-attacks, and we were up the pitch, and we were a bit exposed, and it's just one of them things. You can't really put your finger on it. Maybe a bit of organisation, but normally we're good at that. So we can't put a finger on it at the moment. We'll have to have a look at it, the video and the DVD, and see where we went wrong and where we can improve. But maybe it's a result that gives us a kick up the backside, and gets us back into gear, ready for the tough couple of games that are coming up.
2-0 down at half time, a couple of sort of almost counter attacks. You still thought you can get something out of this, but the goal right at the start of the second half sort of killed things, didn't it?
Yeah, it always does. I mean, if you're 2-0 down and you start the second half and you're pushing for a goal, and same again with just a counter attack and a sucker punch, really. So just knocked the stuffing out of us. The mountain just got a little bit bigger for us, and I think realistically we were huffing and puffing, but with no joy. And it's one of them games that now we've just got to put behind us. Look at a few things in the week and move on now and learn from the game, and that's all we can do as a team.
You said you can't wait for next Saturday. Is this the type of situation where you wish you had a midweek game so you can just go, right, let's put it behind us and get us out of the system quickly?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, yeah. After a loss, you don't want to dwell on it too long. I'm sure we won't at the end of the day. We'll look at bits and bobs, but we won't be too gutted about it because we've got another tough running coming. So we'll get over it, and we'll look at bits and bobs and be right back on it hopefully for next Saturday.
And one of the senior pros here, how important is your job in the week just to keep everyone's feet balanced? You're not the greatest side in the world when you win, and you're not the worst side in the world when you lose.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to keep a level head in all situations. There's no point getting too upbeat when you're on a 15-game unbeaten run, and there's no point getting too down when you've lost the home game. But you just got to make sure that you know the faults that you've done and that you learn from them. And as the senior player, there's a lot of lads here who've played a lot of games now who are still young. So they'll learn from games like this, and so will the gaffer and the staff, and we'll all move on together. And it's just one of those things where you get them in your career, and you get plenty of them, unfortunately. But we'll put it behind us, like I said, and we'll move on, and hopefully still be up there for the running.
Amongst, I think, a number of the fans, there was a view that said, well, good start. Accrington, one of the smaller clubs in the league, ought to win today. Do you think that transmitted itself on the pitch at all?
It can do subconsciously, yeah. I mean, we'd never take any team lightly. We know how tough the league is, and it proved today. So any team could beat anyone on the day. So we know what this league's about. The lads have played enough games now, and you know that you can't take any game lightly. And unfortunately today we just got caught a bit cold, and the result didn't go for us. But like I said, it's there. But we'll try and get back to it Saturday.
Steve, thanks so much.
Cheers.
Steve, what do you think is the key for Harry now? Because he had 4 very good games, and then today, obviously, has he got to make sure he doesn't let that affect him too much?
Yeah, of course. I mean, if I'd have gone through my career not making any mistakes, I made plenty in my career, and you just learn from them and you put them behind you, and we'll make sure. I mean, me and Bano are centre half union, and we'll make sure his head don't go down too much, because he has done fantastic. It's his first proper start, and it's his first sort of full season really, where he's starting games. So yeah, I mean, it's going to happen. Young lad, form's going to dip, and he'll be out of the team at times, as will all of us. But it's just part of the learning curve as a player and as a centre half. You've just got to try and find that consistency as soon as possible, and then you'll be okay. But he's got a good future, Harry. He's a fantastic centre half. He's got everything. He's just needs to find a bit of consistency as soon as possible, and it'll be fine.
Yeah. Do you remember when you first came into Derby's team? Obviously, you're in the firing line, top level. And did you ever have any games like that early on? Somebody senior pro to sort of put their arm around you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, plenty of mistakes were made, and you're in and out of the team. You're frustrated. You're in there. Then next week, a senior player gets back fit, and you're out of the team. So it's just one of the things you deal with. But it makes you a stronger player, and it makes you more determined to be in there. And when you're in there, keep your shirt and try and find that consistency. I remember playing really well in a cup tie for my debut, and then being dropped for the Saturday in the league game, and I couldn't fathom it out. But obviously, it's a top flight then. And Chrissy Powell, the Cheltenham manager, just said, "Look, got a great future, Eddie. You'll make a living in the game, and just keep going, keep doing the right things." And he was superb, as were a lot of lads. So yeah, that's probably mine and a few of the older players' role now with Harry. But he's got a good future, and he'll be an asset to this club for a few years, I'm sure. Yeah.
Did you feel like there's no consolation, but did you feel like your performance was all right today? Did you feel like you?
I never feel it's okay when we lose. I mean, there's bits I could improve on, and there's bits that I know in my head, and I'm sure when I look at the video, there's a few things that I could do better. Never happy with performance when we lose, but it's just one of the things I'll have to put behind me and be ready for Wickham.
Yep.